Welcome back onto a case of sexual harassment at workplace. India Today has accessed explosive details on the sexual harassment case filed by a Greenpeace activist against one of her seniors. The victim claims that no probe was conducted and she was told that the actions don't constitute harassment.
I would say that this is clear violation of Supreme Court judgment in Vishakha case, and subsequently the government had brought a law to deal with sexual harassment cases at workplace.
It is the duty of the organization to give protection to women, and any case of sexual harassment or harassment against these women should be taken seriously by the organization.
Greenpeace India has admitted that it made serious mistakes while handling complaints of sexual harassment against one of its employees.
The rape incident is completely different. This is right that she had actually filed a complaint in 2012 about this harassment, and at that time, like I said, it was not there was no suitable action taken. I think she's right in that. She's right to be angry and distressed.
That this is a repeat offender. In fact, he was only let off with a stern warning and an apology mail that he was made to send out to victims.
I think we need to be accountable and apologize to Sonam for absolutely not taking this on board at the time.
Like I said, there are two problems. One, that it wasn't handled correctly, and two, that people did not feel like the organization would address their concerns.
I am that woman. I challenged Greenpeace last year with my case of sexual harassment at workplace and rape. After a month-long public and social media campaign, they finally had to remove my harasser and my rapist and the two people involved with inaction, the executive director and the program director. When this was happening last year, it was a lot of drama. It wasn't easy, and I faced a lot of attack. I was told that I'm doing this because I need attention. I'm not sure if someone actually wants an attention like that. I was told that I asked for it because I didn't set boundaries. You know, Indian mythology, Lakshman Rekha that women are supposed to have. I was also told that it's a personal agenda, that I want to bring down the organization. Every time a woman speaks about it, they go like, oh, false case, false case. It's as if women wake up one day, they yawn, and they think, whom should I target today? Obviously, they don't. This behavior is so negative towards women who actually suffer rape and harassment that it makes it very difficult for them to come out and speak. This silence that is enforced on us makes it easier for people like my harasser and my rapist to continue their crimes on other women. To understand why our society behaves like this, let's first understand what sexual harassment actually is. Many people believe that sexual harassment and rape, it's about sex. I say no. It's about power. You wouldn't hit someone with a flower pot on their head and call it gardening. And then you would say, oh, it seems you have a reputation of enjoying gardening. Then they say it's a consequence of the way you dress. If you go out wearing clothes like this, what do you think will happen? This thinking is so negative towards men, because then it states that the natural state of men is that of a potential rapist, that they're like zombies. They'll pounce upon you the moment they see some toe or some elbow. Of course, men are not like that. They're better than that, aren't you? When we talk about sexual harassment at workplace, our first thought is of a creepy old boss forcing himself on a beautiful, young, helpless secretary. That's the first image that comes up. While such cases do happen, they form a very minute percentage. Most cases go unreported, and they include forms like online, physical, verbal. For example, staring at your chest instead of your face when they're talking to you, or singing songs as you walk by, or standing very close to you when you're at the coffee machine, or, oh, sorry, I just want to take the sugar, you know. Or if they're showing something on the computer, it's like, yeah, it's over there, it's over there. Or they'll gossip about your sex life. Or they'll comment about your figure. The list goes on. Hey, on that note, let's try something. Let's do a little experiment over here. Can I request all of you to stand up, please? We'll just do a small little experiment. Thank you. So, thank you. All those who have experienced such forms of harassment themselves, and all those who know at least one person in your lives who has faced such forms of harassment or similar forms of harassment, you may continue standing, the rest may sit down. That's a lot of people. You may look around, that's a lot of people. Forms such as groping, stalking, harassing you, holding your hand without your consent. That is a lot of people. Thank you. You may all sit down now. Thank you. This just shows that sexual harassment, and specifically sexual harassment at workplace, touches a lot of lives. And there is a real need to have conversations around this topic. And yes, there are many organizations who are doing brilliant work around this. They work with communities on ground in urban, semi-urban, rural areas. They work with governments, they help write bills, and they're doing brilliant work. And frankly, we have progressed a lot thanks to them. But do we, as you and me, do we feel connected to the work that they do? Before I joined NGOs and I started working on social issues, my first thought was NGOs, oh, boring. Do we feel connected? I'm not sure. In my experience, I have seen that women NGOs speak as though they're talking to each other. This is what they sound like. We want to dismantle patriarchy and male oppression in this misogynistic social hegemony that gives rise to heteronormative culture and male privilege resulting in denial of agency by building the capacity of marginalized community through various stakeholders. Would you like to join the movement? Yeah. As Azaadi, my venture, which means freedom, we want to ensure that we are able to have conversations around these topics, open, honest, and blame-free conversations with people in a way that it's very easy for us to understand without heavy words or jargons. As Azaadi, we believe that everyone can be a part towards making sure that we live in a harassment-free society. While we as an NGO, we audit and profile organizations to ensure that there is no harassment at workplaces, I extend an invitation to all of you over here to participate in this movement and contribute in small acts. Like, if you see harassment happening, step in, break up the situation, ask for something absolutely silly. Hey, can you tell me the time, please? Or call that person on the phone. Give them a reason to step out of that situation. If someone's cracking a blonde joke or how women are supposed to be bad drivers, don't laugh. And just ask them, hey, I didn't understand. Can you explain that, please? They will realize how ridiculous they sound when they actually have to sit and explain that joke to you. These small acts are very important, which we like to call bystander intervention. And they matter a lot because we feel that we are not alone. That's what happened in my case. And to do so, we just have to believe that what's in our pants does not influence how we behave, what our personality is. And that's what my organization's vision is, that our sexual anatomy does not define who we are, what we do, and to whom we make love. Now at the end, I just want to ask you all a small question. What do you call a woman who has a lot of sex? That's good. I have another answer for that. Her name. You call her by her name. Thank you.